Most of these came through either, purchasing them from somewhere or being gifted them from somewhere. Most of the stuff that I came into myself was from the 80s and 90s and up. We've got these ones, which were kind of the 80s, 90s, which most people remember, especially people, that are in their 40s and 50s now. But then, of course, we have this one up here, which is from, I think, the 60s and 70s. And this star formation was pretty iconic. When you saw this on the box, back in those days, you knew you were getting something special. In this case, probably a hat. He is the official mascot of Eaton's Toyland. He has his own record, the Pumpkinhead story on one side, and then the Pumpkinhead song on the other, of course. And you would always get a storybook when you went to see Santa at Eaton's back in the, in the mid 1900s and the 50s. All right, so there's a few books here in the library as well. Some of them are newer, kind of the history of Eaton's. This one is really interesting because you realize the date. This is for the 50th anniversary of Eaton's The Golden Jubilee, which happened in 1919. The big downtown stores especially hold a lot of memories for people. I know every time I go to Canada Life Centre, I still rub Timothy's toe on the way by for good luck. If True North wants, a new home for that statue, I think I might have a spot for it.
Meanwhile, Corey Quintain will be looking for one special piece to add to his collection, a 25th anniversary watch. For CBC Manitoba, I'm Shannalee Vidal.
Oh, I may as well. Oh, that's good.
Come back for another one.
Oh, well, will do.
The aroma of fresh homemade donuts has been filling the air of this old St. Vital neighborhood for 10 years.
Who can say no to fried dough?
Trish Vrolik and her husband started the tradition when they moved to the area. They wanted to bring some of the small town vibe of Trish's upbringing to the big city.
It's been a great chance to meet neighbors, get to know each other, and then
Quality control.
Sure.
Trish's dad, Abe Giesbrecht, helps out with quality control and glazes the donuts.
It's really gratifying. We hear a lot about loneliness and depression and anxiety and things, and I think this type of an interaction with your neighbors, getting to know your neighbors, really makes a difference in people's lives.
The family hopes the tradition will continue with many more years of bringing something sweet to their street. Felicia Adam, CBC News, Winnipeg.
A klaxon goes off at a Winnipeg transformer plant where the NDP government unveiled a plan to transform the way Manitoba produces and uses energy. The plan calls for new wind farms to generate 600 megawatts of energy in partnership with Indigenous governments.
We've put forward a plan here that proposes a new way forward of building new capacity, specifically through nation-to-nation partnerships with Indigenous nations here in Manitoba to ensure that we can keep energy rates as low as possible.
The plan also calls for geothermal heating districts so new homes won't need natural gas. It also repeats NDP government promises to install heat pumps and offer rebates on electric vehicles.
What this energy plan doesn't spell out is how Manitoba Hydro will pull off a financial game of Jenga, and that is spending billions of dollars on new generating capacity and billions more on fixing existing infrastructure while keeping hydro rates affordable and keeping Manitoba Hydro's debt in check.
Premier Wab Canoe says not to worry.
We got a great finance minister. That's the first answer. And then the second answer is because we got a great team of political staff behind him. And the third answer is because we're working hard for all these people here in the room.
The Premier says it'll be up to Manitoba Hydro to flesh out the plan. Critics say that's not good enough. Bethany Damon, who speaks for Manitoba's Climate Action Team, says she was hoping to see more specifics.
People are being encouraged to move to electrification in their homes, but we are not doing what we need to do to prioritize bringing enough energy and electricity into our province to make that happen.
Quebec, for example, has a $185 billion plan to build new wind farms and new transmission lines, along with timelines to make that happen. Manitoba's plan doesn't have those numbers.
This plan looks like it was written in the 1990s to me. It's really